This video will aim to answer the question, what is pipelining? In short, it is a way of organizing the instructions within a computer so that the computational speed and efficiency of a CPU is maximized. If you want to understand common computer practices and how this works, keep watching and subscribe to this channel. Firstly, you need to understand the simple sequential instruction cycles that you would expect to see in a computer. Hopefully you are familiar with the fetch, decode, and execute cycles. If you aren't, all this means is that computers need to fetch the instructions from memory, then decode the instructions by interpreting the binary opcodes, then execute the instructions based on this opcode. It is a fixed order of events that are required to perform any task. This table here shows the instruction number down the rows and the clock cycle number across each column. As computers have combinational and sequential logic, they need a clock pulse to synchronize with, so each part of the fetch, decode, and execute cycle will be carried out per clock cycle. In the sequential case, you can see that only one instruction can be dealt with at a time. When you see this diagram and understand that one clock cycle takes a finite amount of time, you can see that this empty space is a waste of time. Let's look at why this time is wasted. If you consider instruction 1 in the clock cycles, you see that in each clock cycle, the hardware for fetching, decoding, and execution is used one at a time. But if you observe the hardware being used, the fetch cycle uses the address bus, CPU registers, and data bus. The decode cycle uses the data bus and some decoder device. The execute cycle uses the arithmetic and logic unit, ALU for short. So, each piece of hardware does nothing while it waits for that first instruction to be implemented before it can start the next instruction. But in the meantime, it is a waste if they are not being used. This brings us to the pipelining method. If you look at this clock cycle and instruction number table again, you can see that this represents a full pipeline as all of the empty space has been filled. This means that as soon as the hardware has finished performing a task on the previous instruction, it can start doing the same with the next instruction, even if the previous instruction has not been fully executed. This would allow more instructions per second to be carried out by the computer, leading to higher speeds. Hopefully this video has given you an insight into how a CPU works to carry out instructions it might be required or performed by a program, and how this can be modified to achieve faster computation. If you found this video useful, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Make sure to check out our other videos on circuit analysis techniques, digital electronics, embedded systems, and more.